Welcome back to second lecture on fluid dynamics. This lecture will discuss the Euler's equation of motion along streamline. Earlier lecture we have discussed the different equations of motions. So the equations of motion mainly categorized into three, that is Reynolds equation of motion, Navier-Stokes equation of motion, and Euler's equation of motion. In Euler's equation of motion, only two forces are considered, that is pressure force and gravity force. So this is generally applicable for ideal flow or streamline flow. So here in this equation of motion in which the forces due to gravity and pressures are taken into account. This is defined by considering the motion of fluid particle along streamline. And we consider the forces, this is along streamline. Consider a streamline in which the flow is taking place in S direction. So this direction we consider as shown in figure. Consider a cylindrical element of cross section dA. So this cross section dA and length ds. The forces acting on the cylindrical element, as this is an inclined cylindrical element, the forces acting on the pressure forces and the weight of the fluid element. These two forces are there. The pressure force is PdA in the direction of force and P plus dabba P by dabba S into dA opposite to the direction, because pressure is a compressive property. So whenever the pressure forces are acting on opposite surfaces, they are opposite to each other. Because due to pressure, the fluid compresses. That's why their directions are opposite to each other. So the PdA is the pressure force acting at this side, acting on this face dA. As pressure is a surface force, and P plus dabba P by dabba S into ds. That is a intensity of pressure here. That intensity we can calculate according to Taylor's expression. That is f of x plus f dash of x into ds, and dA is the area. So that acts opposite to the direction of flow. And the weight of the fluid element. So weight of the fluid element, that is rho g. So mass into gravitational acceleration. So mass is density into volume. So volume is the cross-sectional area into ds, as this is cylindrical element. dA into ds is the volume, into density is rho. So rho into v is mass, into g is the gravity force. So this is a volume force, and this pressure force is the surface force. So one volume force and two surface forces are involved in this particular expression. Now let theta is the angle made by between the direction of flow and the line of action of the weight of the fluid element. So this is the angle that you can say with the help of this trigonometry. We can say this is the line of action of weight, and this is the direction of flow. It makes that angle. So obviously z is a function of s. So z is also a function of s. So dz is equal to is a function of s, means dabba z by dabba s into ds. So we can write as z is only a function of s. So dabba z by dabba s can be written as dz by ds. This partial derivative can be written as exact derivative. The resultant force on the fluid element in the direction of s must be equal to the mass of fluid element into acceleration in s direction. So according to Newton's second law of motion, the summation of all these forces equal to mass into acceleration. So the pressure force which acts in upward direction, which we have seen there, that inclined force. The opposite direction, it is a downward direction along s direction, so it's negative sign. And the weight component along the direction of flow, that is w cos theta, because this we can consider this component of weight, that is w cos theta. So this is pressure force, it is acting upward, opposite direction. This is negative pressure force, and again this is again negative weight. So these are the three forces involved, and the summation of all these forces equal to mass into acceleration. So mass into acceleration, mass of this fluid element into acceleration along s direction. So we are considering the forces along this particular direction of this line of action. So these are the forces considered. Mass is nothing but rho into dA ds into as on this equation number 1. So where as is the acceleration in the direction of s. Now if we simplify this equation, let suppose instead of let acceleration is as. Now let v is the velocity which is a function of s and t, that is space, coordinate and time. So as that is equal to dv by ds, dv by dt. So that is the exact total derivative of this. So dv by dt, that is equal to dabba v by dabba s into ds by dt plus dabba v by dabba t into dt by dt. dt by dt get cancelled. So ds by dt is, we can say, is the velocity, and dabba v by dabba s into v plus dabba v by dabba t. Now in this case, under steady state condition, the dabba v by dabba t, that local acceleration is 0, but convective acceleration is still there. So v into dabba v by dabba s. So acceleration along s direction is v into dabba v by dabba s. So here we have made the assumption that flow is steady, but the cross section is, but we don't know whether the cross section is uniform or not. So the velocity varies with respect to space coordinate, that is along s direction that we have considered. Now substituting this value of as in equation 1 and rearranging, we get, so that p dA get cancelled, that is minus dabba p by dabba s into ds dA minus, this is gamma, gamma is specific weight, which is the product of density into gravitational acceleration, dA ds cos theta, that is equal to rho dA ds, and instead of acceleration we can put v into dabba v by dabba s. So this is, this we further dividing both sides. Suppose here the common is, suppose rho dA ds, rho dA ds. So divide both side by this rho dA ds, that is volume, we can say. So volume of the fluid element, if you divide both side, that is we have. So here on the term we can say that dabba p by rho into dabba s. So we can see here, if we divide this by rho into dA ds. So dA ds only cancel, that is minus dabba minus dabba p by dabba s into rho. So that is remain. And here only rho dA ds, that is g cos theta. And here only v into dabba v by dabba s. So 1 upon rho and rearranging all, because after dividing, taking all terms on one side equating to 0. That is dabba p by rho dabba s plus g into cos theta plus v into dabba v by dabba s, that is equal to 0. So from geometry, cos theta is equal to dz by ds. So if we go to the first diagram here, so cos theta, that is equal to dz by ds. So this is from the geometry. So if we consider this geometry here, or it can be written as dabba z by dabba s, that way. Or so putting these values, we can get, instead of cos theta, we can put dabba z by dabba s. Now multiply both side by dabba s. So we get this expression, that is dabba p by dabba p by rho plus g dabba z plus v dabba v, that is equal to 0. So the above equation is known as Euler's equation of motion. So this is in differential form, and it can be applicable for the compressible flow as well. Because here the density, still we can integrate this density if we have to integrate this differential equation. So the Euler's equation of motion, while deriving this expression, once again I revise. So we have considered a cylindrical element um, which makes angle theta with the line of action, that is vertical. Uh, and here only two forces are considered while deriving Euler's equation of motion, that is pressure force and viscous force. Sorry, pressure force and gravity force. So there are two pressure forces, pressure force acting at the bottom and bottom surface of the cylinder, and pressure force acting at the top surface of the cylinder. And according to Newton's second law of motion, summation of all the forces is equal to mass into acceleration. And if we go on simplifying that equation, we can arrive to this particular equation. And here we have divided by volume. So this is a volume basis equation. So it is per unit volume. So this is in differential form, where it is only applicable for ideal flow, ideal steady flow, but it can be applicable for compressible or incompressible flow. So that's it from this particular session, where at the end of this particular session, you could be able to derive this equation, Euler's equation of motion along streamline. Thank you very much.